Hi, my name is Kent Garborg, founder of AlphaCitiCorps. I'd like to take just 4 minutes of your time to tell you about what we do. The work of AlphaCitiCorps began just over 8 years ago as a partnership with the Salvation Army Adult Rehab Center, a long-term residential men's treatment facility in downtown Minneapolis. We began by teaching, mentoring, and generally serving the men of the ARC in a variety of ways. After a short time, we saw a need to provide more focused approach to our work, and we purchased a 6-bedroom home in Golden Valley. Here we decided we would provide transitional living for 6 men at a time, men who were willing to spend a minimum of a year concentrating on their development as disciples of Jesus Christ. Our motto is doing life together. We just spend time hanging out, learning from each other. Our message to the men is threefold. Be known. We strive to create an environment where the men can be honest, open, and transparent. Know Him. We are a faith-based, Christ-centered ministry. Knowing Him and learning to be a faithful follower is what we're all about. Make Him known. We do this by serving others together in a variety of very practical ways. Now, here are the men who are currently part of the AlphaCitiCorps ministry. A childhood spent in a home filled with violence as a result of drunkenness led Kevin to turn to drugs and alcohol in his early teens. Now, as a follower of Christ, he has a most kind and gentle spirit and is becoming the man God created him to be. Carl's life spiraled out of control at an early age into a life of drugs and self-centeredness. Now he is constantly on the lookout for ways to serve others. Carl is the youngest guy at Alpha House and our resident high-tech guru. He's the creator and webmaster of our beautiful new AlphaCitiCorps website. Lee grew up with an absentee father and an abusive mother. He learned how to mask the pain early on with drugs and alcohol. Lee has a servant's heart and spends his spare time serving the elderly residents at an assisted living facility in St. Paul. And most importantly, Lee is our resident Green Bay Packers booster. Craig, our newest resident, came to us from a treatment facility in Duluth, Minnesota. He's been sober for over a year, and he's a serious and very teachable disciple of Christ. We already love Craig. He's a fantastic addition to the Alpha House community. Ken is our resident manager. He started using at the age of 13. By the time he was 30, he had 7 DUIs and was addicted to crystal meth. Ken committed his life to Christ, graduated from the ARC, and moved into Alpha House nearly 3 years ago. He's a most serious student of the Bible, a devoted follower of Jesus, and a great leader by example in this ministry. And then there's Steve. Steve's the executive director of AlphaCitiCorps. I call him my boss. I'd do anything for Steve. We met at the ARC in the fall of '03, his 13th treatment for addiction to a wide variety of substances. While there, he surrendered to Christ and had a life-altering encounter with the Spirit of God. Steve has been in charge of our work for nearly 7 years. He's like a son to Betty and me. In fact, we have as many pictures of Steve in our den as we do of our own kids. So there you have it, the men of AlphaCitiCorps. Man, am I ever proud of these guys. And over the past 8 years, many more men just like them have been helped. With your continued help, we can continue this great work. Please consider making a generous donation tonight. Also, talk to us about other ways that you may think you might be able to help this ministry out. Thank you for whatever you can do.